Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be the second video in the going lighter process, the brunette balayage technique. So the foiling technique is kind of the same as what I did in my first video, so I kind of skipped over a lot of it. I basically just weaved out sections and I did V patterns, I did baby lights, I did slices. I kind of just mix it up, and that's just, in my opinion, makes the best balayage technique because you don't want anything to be too similar. And if you kind of do the same thing in every foil, it's just gonna be a really heavy like ombre, and that's not really the look that we were going for. So the biggest tip that I have with balayaging is don't stop the lightener at the same spot in every foil. You want some pieces just to be painted on the ends, you want some brought up a little bit higher, and that's just going to create the most natural blend and kind of sun-kissed balayage. So the main thing that I'm doing is just going over the same pieces that I balayaged last time, and I'm also working on bringing that blonde up. The reason why I'm not bringing it up 100% completely to her scalp is because she does have quite a bit of dark to break through, and I know that it's just going to pull very warm, and again, I just don't want her overall look to be like red or copper. So I'm kind of taking it slow. That's unfortunately what you have to do. I know everyone wants to go blonde in one session, and that's just kind of what you have to do when you just want to keep the integrity of the hair, but there is some dark color to break through. It just depends on the person. Sometimes you can go with a higher developer, sometimes you can speed up the process a little bit, but just with this specific client and the integrity of her hair and everything like that, this is how I chose to kind of bring in the lighter pieces for the spring. So just like last time, the overall effect of this color is going to be lighter in the front and kind of that teardrop shape in the back. Where it's lighter in the front, you've got the money pieces, and then it gets a little bit lower and darker in the back. So I'm kind of bringing up a little bit of the lightness around the face just to add in some more blonde and make her feel brighter overall. I'm also making in some more slices, and that's just gonna also just kind of get the overall lightness in the hair, and it's not gonna look super warm because I am also going over those pieces that were previously lightened, so if there is any warmth, it's just gonna kind of mix in with the previously lightened pieces.
Hope I got some brothers that outlive me. They gon' tell the story, shit was different with me. God's plan, God's plan. I hold back sometimes I won't, yeah. I feel good when I'm alone, hey. Leave me in the studio, hey, wait. Daily self-discovery, yeah, hey. Holiday recovery, wait. They love them instead of me. And still bad things, there's a lot of bad things. They wish and they wish and they wish and they wish and they wish and
What I'm also doing is every piece in between the foils, I am taking that and lightening the entire end of that. Normally what I would do is I would paint the ends outside of the foil, but with this I want the most amount of lift, so I am putting it inside a foil, and you'll see at the end I kind of go around and paint some of the pieces that are left out.
and you know me. Without T, there probably would be no me, dog. Holler back at me in 2023. Lying bitches up from the nosebleeds, yeah. God's plan, God's plan. I can't do this on my own, yeah. Here's to me and Team Thoreau, yeah. Holding down Colorado, staying true to 303, yeah. I hope one day Drake see me, yeah. Summer dropping my EP, and still.
And then, of course, you cannot forget the money pieces. I really think this makes the entire balayage. So what I do is I do 2 back-to-back slices, and I do this all the way as close to the scalp as I can, and I put it in a foil and just paint the entire piece. I do 2 back-to-back of those, and then I do 1 where I just weave it, and I don't go as close to the scalp, and I kind of just balayage that one, and that kind of creates the transition from the 2 slices into the rest of the balayage. As you can see right here, I'm weaving that third piece, and I'm just going to put it in a foil, and you'll see that I don't go all the way close to the scalp if I would move out of the way. And then what I do in the back is I kind of just go over the same pieces that I had previously balayaged last time. I will pick up a few new pieces just to get some more lightness in there, but my main focus is just re-lightening those pieces that we had lightened last time. And I'm just putting them in foils. Again, I'm doing a different variation of slices, weaves, baby lights, and creating that V pattern. And I'm also taking that blend up a little bit higher. As you can see, some of these pieces that are left out, I kind of just go and free paint them with my lightener, and that just kind of creates different tones and of blonde in the hair. I left my camera on, so here's a little clip of me washing out her hair. So for the sake of this video, I would normally do this at the bowl, this part. But for the sake of this video, I brought her back to my chair, and I'm just doing a shadow root. And so normally the last time I did her hair, I did a 3N, and then in the middle I did a 5N, but now I'm just doing a 5N from her roots all the way to the middle of that balayage. And what that's going to do is going to color melt her hair and just get rid of any lines and just make sure everything is super melted. This is a newer technique that I've been doing over the last year, and I think that it just completely transformed my balayage. So instead of just toning everything, you kind of just have to create that middle color. So I'm shadowing her root, just because her roots are a little bit lighter than what her color was growing out. So I'm touching those up with the 5N, and then I am bringing it down, and you'll see me comb it through in a second. And what it's going to do is it's going to create that middle color, so her ends are lighter than the middle of her hair, and that's really the kind of the technique of it and what the look that we were going for. I left that for about 10 minutes, and then I rinsed her out. We did Olaplex just to keep the integrity of her hair, and then we did a blowout. And then you see a little couple clips of me curling her hair. I usually do this with all my clients just because I feel like curling, it just looks the best after it's curled, especially when you have a balayage and you can see all those different dimensions and colors in the hair. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to see daily hair transformations, you can follow me on my Instagram. It's just Schneider Amanda. I will have it in the description box. And I don't show, obviously, the whole process, but I'll kind of just show before and after pictures and some of my work. So you can always go on there if you want to see any more. Otherwise, I will see you in my next video. Bye.
I've been moving, calm, don't start no trouble with me. Trying to keep it peaceful is a struggle for me. Don't pull up at 6 a.m. and cuddle with me. You know how I like it when you loving on me.